5 phrases that command respect without shouting. Why calm words are more powerful than loud voices. Most people believe respect is earned by being louder, tougher, or more aggressive. In reality, shouting usually signals loss of control, not strength. Calm communication, on the other hand, creates psychological authority. When you speak slowly and clearly, people sense confidence and stability. This video is about learning how to command respect without raising your voice, without arguing, and without trying to dominate. These 5 phrases work because they shift power quietly and force others to take you seriously. The psychology behind respect and why respect is rarely demanded successfully. It is usually given unconsciously. People respect those who appear emotionally grounded, self-aware, and unreactive. When someone remains calm under pressure, the human brain interprets that calm as competence and control. These phrases work not because they are clever, but because they are delivered without emotional urgency. They stop manipulation, reduce chaos, and reposition you as someone who cannot be pushed easily. Let's be clear, this phrase commands respect because it immediately slows down the conversation. It signals that confusion, manipulation, or emotional chaos will not continue. When you say, "Let's be clear," you are not attacking the other person, you are resetting the rules of communication. Said calmly, it places you in control of the direction of the conversation. It forces the other person to pay attention and prepare to listen rather than react. The power of this phrase lies in what comes after it: clarity, boundaries, and facts without emotion. Why? Let's be clear. Shifts power do wire names when people argue. They often speak over each other emotionally. This phrase interrupts that cycle without aggression. It signals leadership and composure, which naturally commands respect. People are more likely to listen when they sense that you are not confused or emotionally overwhelmed. Silence after this phrase strengthens its effect because it creates psychological pressure. The other person realizes that the conversation has changed tone and that you are now guiding it. "I'm not comfortable with that." This phrase is powerful because it sets a boundary without blaming or explaining. It does not accuse, justify, or attack. It simply states a truth. When spoken calmly, it removes the other person's ability to argue. Comfort is not negotiable. This phrase works especially well with manipulative, pushy, or emotionally demanding people because it gives them nothing to grab onto. You are not asking for permission. You are stating a limit. This phrase builds long-term respect. People who respect themselves consistently are respected by others. By calmly expressing discomfort, you teach people how to treat you. Over time, others learn that pressure and guilt do not work on you. This builds quiet authority. The key is to resist over-explaining. The more you explain, the weaker the boundary becomes. Calm repetition, if necessary, reinforces strength and self-respect. That's not acceptable. This phrase commands respect because it defines a standard. You are not expressing an emotion, you are setting a rule. When delivered without anger, it becomes even more powerful. It tells the other person that certain behaviors will not be tolerated, regardless of their intentions. This phrase is especially effective in situations of repeated disrespect, crossed boundaries, or inappropriate behavior. Calm delivery makes this phrase esterongi or anger invites debate, but calm firmness ends it. When you say, "That's not acceptable," without raising your voice, it signals emotional maturity and confidence. People instinctively take calm authority more seriously than loud reactions. Silence after this phrase reinforces its weight. It communicates finality and discourages further testing of boundaries. "I'll think about it." This phrase commands respect because it removes urgency and pressure. Many people lose power by responding immediately, especially when they feel pushed. Saying, "I'll think about it," shows independence and self-control. It tells the other person that you do not rush decisions to please others. This phrase works particularly well in high-pressure situations such as sales tactics, emotional demands, or unexpected requests. Its hidden power of delay and pausing before responding changes the power balance. It places you in a position of evaluation rather than reaction. People respect those who take time to think because it signals confidence and autonomy. Silence after this phrase often makes others uncomfortable, which further reinforces your authority. The key is to say it without apology or explanation. "We're not going to do this." This phrase ends conflict without escalation. It is not an insult, a threat, or a challenge, it is a decision. When arguments become repetitive, emotional, or disrespectful, this phrase calmly shuts them down. It signals that you will not engage in chaos. Used correctly, it prevents further conflict and protects your peace. Wage why. Disengagement is a form of POW. We are walking away from unproductive conflict demonstrates emotional intelligence. You are not trying to win. You are choosing control. This phrase teaches others that you cannot be baited into arguments. Calm disengagement often earns more respect than winning a fight because it shows discipline and self-mastery. How to deliver these phrases for maximum impact. The effectiveness of these phrases depends entirely on tone, body language, and timing. Speak slowly, keep your voice low, and maintain relaxed posture. Avoid defensive explanations and emotional reactions. Stillness, eye contact, and silence amplify your words. Respect is felt more in how you speak than in what you say. CO memo on mistakes that weaken respect: overcalling, apologizing unnecessarily, and raising your voice all dilute authority. Repeating yourself emotionally invites resistance. The calmer you remain, the more powerful your presence becomes. These phrases are not meant to control others. They are meant to anchor you. Respect is a byproduct of self-control. You do not need to shout to be heard. You do not need aggression to be respected. Calm clarity, firm boundaries, and emotional control naturally command respect. When you practice these phrases consistently, people begin to treat you differently. The quieter you become, the stronger your presence grows.